name is Latrell Adams, and for over 20 years, I've dedicated myself to leading and supporting social and emotional learning initiatives. Today, we will delve into how SEL can be integrated with behavior support to cultivate a positive and inclusive environment for students. We'll explore a few strategies that not only address behavior, but also enhance student well-being and academic success. Today, we will discuss how to transform our approach to behavior management into one that is proactive and centered on student growth. First, let's start with a quick reflection. When you hear the terms SEL and behavior, what initially comes to mind? Take a moment to consider how these concepts might intersect in your experiences or expectations. Moving on, I'd like for us to consider the impact of SEL on student behavior. How do you think SEL influences behavior in the classroom? This can include everything from daily interactions to managing conflict and responding to challenging situations. Now, let's get a little bit specific. Can you think of examples where integrating SEL effectively helped to improve challenging behaviors? These can be instances from your own teaching experiences or observations where SEL strategies made a real difference. Lastly, I want to reflect on our roles as educators. What do you believe is the role of an educator in supporting SEL and behavior? How can we facilitate an environment that not only addresses behavior reactively, but also proactively develops the emotional and social skills of students? Let's take a moment to dive quickly into the multi-tiered system of supports, or MTSS, and its transformative role in enhancing SEL and behavior management in our schools. First up, data evaluation. In MTSS, continual data assessment allows us to tailor our SEL strategies effectively, ensuring timely and precise support for every student. Next, tiered intervention. MTSS provides scalable support levels from universal to targeted interventions, ensuring every student gets the help they need when they need it. Then there's problem solving. This proactive approach involves identifying challenges, implementing strategies, and evaluating their effectiveness, crafting precise interventions for emotional and behavioral issues. Here's the thing. Collaboration is key. MTSS thrives on the combined efforts of educators, administrators, and families, creating a unified support network that spans all aspects of a student's environment. It's also important to think about capacity building, which involves equipping your staff with the skills to implement MTSS and SEL effectively. A best practice is turning every educator into a facilitator of both academic and social-emotional growth. Lastly, leadership is critical. Effective MTSS requires strong, visionary leaders who champion both resources and reforms. Leaders must advocate for the necessary supports, inspire their teams, and ensure that SEL and behavior management strategies are not just implemented, but are also ingrained in the school's culture. Integrating these 6 components doesn't just change systems, it transforms lives. It leads to improved behavioral outcomes, better emotional support, and ultimately a more positive and productive school climate. So, what is SEL? When thinking of positive and inclusive school environments, we have to keep in mind the goal of SEL. SEL is a vital process where both young people and adults develop essential life skills. It helps us build healthy identities, manage our emotions, set and achieve positive goals, and show empathy for others. But SEL goes beyond personal development. It's about creating and maintaining strong, supportive relationships and making responsible decisions that guide our behavior. When SEL is integrated into schools, it directly impacts behavior. By helping students understand their emotions and manage stress, SEL promotes positive behaviors and reduces challenging ones. Instead of reacting impulsively, students can pause, reflect, and respond thoughtfully. SEL also fosters empathy, which is key to creating respectful interactions and resolving conflicts in healthier ways. This truly allows for our families, schools, and communities to thrive. So, what is behavior? Behavior is much more than just what we see on the surface. It's a form of communication. Every action, whether verbal or nonverbal, is a way for students to express what they are feeling or needing. Behavior is also observable and measurable. This means anything students do, whether it's raising their hand, yelling, or sitting quietly, can be seen or tracked. However, what we see on the surface is often just the tip of the iceberg. Behaviors like hitting, yelling, or withdrawing can be signs of deeper issues like stress, anxiety, hunger, or even trauma. This is where social and emotional learning comes in. SEL helps us dig beneath the surface and address the underlying emotions and needs that may be influencing a student's behavior. By teaching students how to manage their emotions, build relationships, and make responsible decisions, we help them develop healthier ways to express themselves. When we integrate SEL, we're not just reacting to what's on the surface, we're proactively supporting students' overall well-being and helping them navigate those deeper challenges. Finally, behavior is shaped by the environment. Factors like relationships, classroom atmosphere, and emotional well-being all play a critical role in how students behave. Understanding this helps us create spaces where students can feel supported and again, thrive. So how does SEL support positive behavior? Social emotional learning provides students with the tools to understand and manage their emotions, which directly impacts their behavior. Through self-awareness, students recognize their emotions and triggers, helping them understand why they may feel or act a certain way. With self-management, they learn strategies to handle stress, control impulses, and persevere through challenges. Relationship skills teach students how to communicate effectively, resolve conflicts, and build strong, supportive connections, which reduces negative behaviors and fosters a more collaborative environment. Finally, responsible decision-making empowers students to think critically about their actions, understand the consequences, and make positive choices. When students develop these SEL competencies, they are more equipped to navigate challenges, reduce conflict, and engage in positive, productive behavior. Understanding the brain is also essential when it comes to SEL and supporting positive behavior. Our brain has different areas responsible for how we think, feel, and respond to situations. One key area is the amygdala, which controls our fight, flight, or freeze reactions. When students are overwhelmed, anxious, or stressed, their amygdala is often activated, making it difficult for them to process emotions or make thoughtful decisions. Next, we have the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for problem solving, self-control, and decision-making. This part of the brain helps students think through their actions, but when they are emotionally triggered, it can become harder to access. That's where SEL comes in. By teaching students how to manage their emotions and recognize their triggers, we help calm the amygdala and engage the prefrontal cortex. This allows students to respond to challenges with self-control and make more responsible decisions. When we understand how the brain works, we can better support students in managing their emotions and behaviors, creating a more supportive environment for learning and growth. When fostering positive behavior in the classroom, one important thing to remember is that a dysregulated adult cannot help regulate a child. Calming the nervous system is essential, And as teachers, we play a big role in making that happen. When students are stressed or overwhelmed, their nervous system can go into overdrive, making it difficult for them to focus, manage emotions, or make good decisions. That's where we come in. By staying calm ourselves, we can help them calm down and in turn engage in more positive behavior. One of the most effective ways we can do this is by modeling social and emotional learning for our students. When we stay calm and regulated, even during tough moments, we're showing students how to handle stress in a healthy way. Practicing deep breathing, mindfulness, or simply staying composed helps students see what emotional regulation looks like in real time. Another crucial aspect is using a restorative approach. Instead of reacting to misbehavior with frustration or punishment, we can take a step back and try to understand what's really going on beneath the surface. What's driving that behavior? When we help students reflect and make them feel supported, they're much more likely to calm down and regain control. By modeling SEL and using restorative practices, we're not only calming students' nervous systems, but we are also teaching them valuable skills to manage their emotions. This helps reduce negative behavior and fosters a positive, productive learning environment for everyone. As we've discussed today, fostering positive behavior in the classroom goes beyond addressing surface-level actions. It's important to remember that behavior is communication. There's almost always something beneath the surface. Calming the nervous system is key because when students are overwhelmed, their brains enter fight or flight mode. A dysregulated adult cannot regulate a child. So it's crucial for us as educators to stay composed and grounded. By modeling SEL and emotional regulation, we help students shift out of fight or flight mode and teach them how to make responsible and caring decisions. It is important for us to remember that adult behavior matters. As educators, we set the tone. By using restorative approaches, we empower students with lifelong skills that will serve them well beyond the classroom. When we show up for our students with calmness, empathy, and understanding, we create a space where they can truly thrive. Together, we can build classrooms and schools that are places of growth, connection, and